Hey everyone, it's the Cinema Dude, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for all watching. I'm back after a 2-week break with a haul video. As you can see, I got a lot of stuff, and actually, this stuff actually isn't from. It's probably from like about 2 months ago or so. From the past 2 months. The past few weeks, I really haven't been buying anything. Maybe like one thing here or there. Stuff came in that I ordered. But a lot of the stuff is early stuff. So let's get right into it. We got a lot. We got DVDs, we got VHSs, and we have some Blu-rays. So we will start with the VHSs. The first few are from a, there was an estate sale by my work 2 days ago. And they had, oh, my cats are kind of going crazy over there. They were like less than, I think they were like 25 cents or so. So 2 of them my coworker got for me, and then she let me know that was happening, so I went back and got the 2 others. So the first one is the Star Maker release of Escape 2000, also known as Turkey Shoot. This one does have a Blu-ray release from Severin, but anytime you see Star Maker releases and in pretty decent condition, you gotta pick them up. So this one stars Steve Railsback and Olivia Hussey and Michael Craig, and pretty much what this is just a updated sci-fi version of Most Dangerous Game. With a few different changes to it. So, very excited to have this, especially with the Escape 2000 name on it, to my collection. Then the other one that my coworker got me was Little Shop of Horrors. This is the Good Times release of it. This, of course, is the Roger Corman one from 1960. That has Jonathan Hayes as Seymour, and then the dental patient is Jack Nicholson, but they always put it as like kind of his name on the front. This one is a public domain release. I have this on like 50 movie packs and whatnot. So you will find this, Nosferatu, Night of the Living Dead, on a whole bunch of releases and a whole bunch of different covers and stuff. So. But very cool to get this. And then the 2 I went and got because they had the Star Maker release and Little Shop of Horrors. I was like, you know what? Excuse me. I better go check it out and see what else they have, because you never know, you might find some really cool stuff. So the 2 I want to show you is Someone Behind the Door with Charles Bronson and Anthony Perkins and Jill Ireland as well. This one does have a Blu-ray release, but again, you don't really see this movie out in the wild a lot, so I thought, hey, you know what? I'd pick this one up. And then the other cool one, which was another Star Maker release, is The Land of Far Away, which is I want to say this is a Norwegian film. Maybe Swedish film, but it is it has a name of like Mio and Milo or something like that. But this has Timothy Bottoms, Susanna York, Christopher Lee, and young Christian Bale in it. And it's just kind of a fantasy kids movie, but really excited to pick this one up, just because there's my cat. There you go. That was Olive. She's coming to check out all the movies too. And so this one doesn't have like a release or anything, so on DVD or Blu-ray. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna, at least in the US. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick this up. Haven't seen it before. It has Christopher Lee, Christian Bale. Why not? My next ones are ones I've gotten a while ago. First is Winterhawk. Is a Western from 1975. and has Dawn Wells in it, Michael Dante. But this was kind of cool because it does have a DVD release of this, but the DVD release for some reason is really expensive. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick this up. It was only $1 or whatever. But kind of cool to see kind of another Western that I haven't seen. And it's, to have like the kind of Indian legend, Native American legend of Winterhawk, who was a Blackfoot chief. But it is kind of cool too because it has kind of winter setting right there, like mountain setting. I always think that's kind of cool too when Westerns and stuff have that kind of winter aspect to it. So that is Winterhawk. Then I found two Puff the Magic Dragon releases. This one is Puff the Magic Dragon, featuring the voice of Burgess Meredith as Puff the Magic Dragon. And then Puff the Magic Dragon in the Land of the Living Lies. So these two do have a DVD release. It comes with the third one. This one is from 78 and 79. And let's see. Let's say what it's. It does say that it was written by award-winning author Romeo Mueller, whose screenplay credits include Real Red-Nosed Reindeer, The Hobbit, and then the original Puff the Magic Dragon, for at least this one. But anyway, so they do have a, like I said, DVD release, but again, it's another expensive one. So I thought, hey, you know what, I can pick these up for cheap and have two of the three. So that was Puff the Magic Dragon. The last one that I got, I'm very excited for, and this is the All-Star Comedy Ice Revenue. This is it was from 1977, and it is pretty much I would call it Hanna-Barbera on ice. That's pretty much what you can call it. But what it is they do a celebrity roast for Fred Flintstone, who is in kind of a giant mascot kind of costume. And they have to get Fred and Barney have to get to the show. They're late, so then comedy ensues, and it has Roy Clark and Bonnie Franklin in this. But this release, I saw this on a Cool Duders video when he went to Scarecrow Video, and I was like, what is that with giant Fred Flintstone head that looks like a mascot, and I figured out what it was. But this release is actually super expensive online, so to be able to pick this up for less than nothing, I have to say, very awesome and very cool that I had another Hanna-Barbera release, especially an obscure one like this, to my collection. Like I've been telling you guys recently in the videos and stuff about picking up kind of VHSs for the first time in a while. This is the stuff. This, The Land of Far Away. This is what makes picking up VHSs worthwhile now, because there's stuff that aren't available on any other format, or their DVD is super expensive. But something like this that doesn't have any other release except this, you gotta pick it up when you see it. So so those were all the VHSs I've picked up for a little while. Now I'm gonna hop into the Blu-rays. The DVDs. We'll go through this real quick. First, we have the Super Friends, the Legendary Superpowers show, the complete series. Always awesome to pick up Super Friends releases. I used to love this cartoon as a kid. I don't remember what season this is. I definitely think it's one of the later seasons, maybe season 7. I do know with all the Super Friends releases, I kind of wish they would just do a complete box set, like they have done with the Batman animated series and the Superman one, and I think they've done Batman Beyond too. Just because these releases, one, they're all over the place. Some are a little more difficult to find than others. Some seasons are split up into 2 releases. they all have different names. Like Challenge of the Super Friends is season 3, but then like the Galactic Guardians is like the 8th season. Then you have this one, so they're all over the place. But anytime you find some Super Friends stuff out in the wild, I'm gonna pick it up. Then we have the kind of kids movie My Side of the Mountain, which is based on the book. This one is another one that is kind of an expensive release. Don't know why, but when I kept looking it up, it was pretty expensive. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick it up. I feel like this is one that we watched in school when I was younger and stuff, because of the book and stuff. So cool to have this into my collection. And I'm going to figure out why that one is a little more pricey. Then we have The Black Cauldron. This is a one I kind of think one of the 80s Disney movies that I feel like needs to get a little more love and stuff. I feel like just because it does get... there's the cat again. That one's Charlie now. Cats are just loving getting into the movies today. So this one is one I feel like doesn't... Because it is darker, I think people kind of like at first were put off by it. But now I think it's coming back and people really do enjoy this one. This one, again, I don't know if it's because it is the gold collection release of it, but for some reason this one is a little more pricey, but there are other releases of this that are cheaper. I don't know if it's because it's like the game or the Trick or Treat cartoon with Donald Duck on it. But it didn't have Black Cauldron, and so I was like, you know what, I'm going to add this to my collection. Then we have High Sierra with Humphrey Bogart and Ida Lupino, where Bogart plays a Prohibition-era gangster, but he's coming out of prison into the 40s and the towering majestic of High Sierra. It's a heist gone wrong manhunt movie with film noir added into it, and I've been on a film noir kick, and so I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick this up. The one strange thing is it's a thin case release, and usually some of these Warner Brothers film noir ones are in like regular cases, so this must have been part of a box set, I want to believe, and then we're just taken separately out. But so that is High Sierra. Definitely will be checking that one out. Then I got some Shaw Brothers Kung Fu with The Master. It says, when an orphan from a local Kung Fu school nurtures an injured Kung Fu master back to health, the master has to train him to take revenge before a group of killers known as the Three Devils destroy the schools. Originally released as The Three Evil Masters, in the United States, The Master is a well-regarded latter-day Shaw Brothers Kung Fu film and contains some of the most blistering fights in the history of the studio. So this is a latter-day Shaw Brothers one. Again, this one is only on DVD, and it can vary on prices, but I love some Shaw Brothers Kung Fu, so I want to add some more to my collection. Then we have the 1989 New World Pictures release of The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. So one of the first big, I would say, Marvel releases. You know, you had the Captain America movies in the 70s, and then the one in 90. You had the Spider-Man stuff in the 70s too. But this is kind of the first like gritty kind of one. This is really the only release that is in North America for some reason. They do not have a Blu-ray of this. They do have one that's like a German release, but not for Region A. So, didn't have this in my collection. Sometimes this can fluctuate too on prices. When I picked it up, it was a little more pricier. It has gone down again. But kind of cool to find The Punisher. So, looking forward to checking that one out. Then we have one that I was really excited to pick up. I've heard about this. This one, again, is one that's a little bit pricey to pick up, and that is the Midnight Madness, and this is a Walt Disney Pictures Presents one. This one has David Naughton, Deborah Klinger, it has Stephen Furst, it has Michael J. Fox in his first film appearance, and the sprawling city of Los Angeles is the board game as 5 outrageous teams of college students attempt to win the Great All-Nighter, a dusk-to-dawn competition dreamed up by an eccentric graduate student. David Naughton and Stephen Fierce are paired with a bizarre grab-bag group of fellow students, including Michael J. Fox in his first movie appearance, equally determined to win the game by collecting various clues planted around the city. As darkness approaches, the teams gather, and then Midnight Madness begins. So, this is another one that isn't on Blu-ray yet. Definitely should get a Blu-ray release. It's a really cool movie. And to be able to find this, I was very excited. So this is one of the ones I was super, besides like the Hanna-Barbera one, I was really excited to find out in the wild and pick that up. And then last of the DVDs this week is 15 Miles on the Erie Canal. For those that don't know, the Erie Canal is a major waterway in the state of New York. Kind of one of the big engineering marvels of its time, and kind of still a big thing for today. The canal, which opened in 1825, kind of brought wealth and a host of new influences to kind of the different towns, and especially Rochester. And this is a hour-long documentary where they kind of travel along the Erie Canal. There's some historical insight into it. And then they also play the song 15 Miles on the Erie Canal. Those that are from the New York area know the song and kind of know the history and stuff. This is a release done by WXXI through like PBS from around here. And again, it's one of those things that I'm always saying, if you find local stuff in your area, pick it up. Sometimes they don't produce a lot of these, and then they're out of print or they're very hard to find, and just kind of a cool memento to have of your city or your town. And like I said, this was from 2006, so you're probably not going to find this a lot available. And I have one that's about different houses that were like Frank Lloyd Wright houses in Rochester. There is one about an ice storm that we had about 30 years ago. That's a VHS only release. That's something that'd be kind of cool to pick up. But always, like I said, for you guys, a big thing is pick stuff up local. They're gonna be kind of cool to have in your collection, and just something that later on, because of the scarcity of it, will be kind of a rare release for you. And then finally today, we will hit the Blu-rays. The first one I got was Anastasia, the Don Bluth movie from '97. That has the voice of Meg Ryan, John Cusack, Kelsey Grammer, Hank Azaria, Christopher Lloyd, and Angela Lansbury. It's pretty much the story of how Princess Anastasia loses her kind of memory, and she has to kind of go. She loses her memory, but then also she loses kind of her family and just kind of her way back, and she learns who she is, and she has to battle the evil Rasputin. But kind of cool to add another Don Bluth film into my collection. My girlfriend definitely likes this one, so I thought I'd pick that one up for her. Then I found, this was another cool find, just like how I found the John Carter one with the slip. I also found Prince of Persia, which is the Jerry Bruckheimer presents film based off the video game Prince of Persia. It has Jake Gyllenhaal, Gemma Arterton, it has Ben Kingsley, Alfred Molina is in this too. But kind of cool that I found the slip. The slip's actually in pretty decent condition. and it has the DVD, Blu-ray, and digital copy too. Just kind of a cool action film based on the thing. It's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's anything like great, but one to put on that you'll have a good time with. So that is Prince of Persia. And then the last two, one I just got a few days ago, and the other one I got like a week or two ago. And the first one is the Giant Spider Invasion. This is the Dark Force Entertainment release. And this is the Bill Rabin film that's like from the 70s, I want to say 75. And this is the one that it got a considerable U.S. run in 75, becoming one of the top 50 top grossing films of the year. This is the one where there's like a portal and giant spiders come through, and the giant spider is played by a car. It's pretty, it's one of those low budget giant monster movies, but it's pretty cool. This one has a brand new HD and major restoration of the original 35mm camera negative, a interview with Bill Rabin, Robert Easton's last interview, and then a giant spider music video. So, like I said, Arrow is releasing the Bill Rabin, the weird Wisconsin set. This one is not part of it, nor is Blood Harvest, which was a 88 Films release, and a Vinegar Syndrome release. So, I wanted to pick this one up to add to that collection. And then I know the ones that they don't have are the Croaked one and then the Capture of Bigfoot. But at least has part of it. And then last, I got this the other day, is the SRS Cinema release of the 80s South Korean, pretty much not available to be seen anywhere for the longest time unless, you saw it in South Korea. And that is War of the God Monsters, and also known as The Flying Monster. And it says, a young reporter named Kang K-hee is writing a story about the theories of Dr. Kim, a scientist who believes that dinosaurs still exist in the modern world. When gigantic creatures suddenly appear and cause massive destruction, the doctor and journalist must find a way to save the world. There's English subtitles, original trailer, kaiju trailers, SRS trailers, and reversible cover art. Now, originally when I ordered this, I thought it was just going to be that cover. But actually, they did both. It's a reversible cover, which is really cool. And this was the press release, so they must have sold out on the other two. So, but it does have this other artwork, which I actually like this artwork a little better. Doesn't say which one. There's two different guys that did the artwork for each, but I definitely like this one better. It harkens back to the old kind of kaiju covers of like the early 90s with like the Godzilla ones and stuff. So, but very excited to add this to my collection. It also came with two posters, one of this cover and then one of the other cover back here. So it was a really cool release, and very, very excited to check this one out. I love, me and my giant monster movies and anything, especially stuff like this that hasn't been available anywhere. I'm always excited to find these kind of stuff, especially SRS Cinema. They've been doing some really cool stuff. They had, they did The Howl. I forget what the whole name of that is, but the stop motion kind of kaiju film. They've done Raiga and Raigo. They've done Attack of the 50-Foot Teacher, or wherever the name of that one is. So they definitely have some kaiju films in their collection, so I definitely recommend picking them up. Really hope they keep deep diving into kind of these obscure late 70s, 80s ones, because there's still a lot that are either lost or missing, that have only been available in certain places. So if they could definitely get the release of some other stuff, it'd be really cool. So that is like War God. That's another one that'd be really kind of cool to see a good release of. But yeah, so that is that. So everyone, I want to thank you all for checking out this video. In about 25 minutes today, but had a whole bunch of new releases. Well, not new releases, a few new releases, but mostly new pickups that I've gotten over the past 2 months. Like I said, I haven't really been picking up stuff recently, as in like the last few weeks. So I'll probably do a few more collection videos coming up. Definitely still working on straightening my movie room. When you have a lot of movies, it's a process to work through. But thank you guys all for watching again. Thank you for coming back after a 2-week break. So check out, you comment below. Is there anything that piqued your interest in this video? Anything you guys picked up recently? Any VHSs? Any DVDs? Have you picked up any new Blu-ray releases as well? So comment below. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys soon. I hope everyone has a nice week. And remember, be kind and rewind. All right, see you guys later.